Today we're going to look at a combo kit by Festool. Now this is by far my most favorite router ever. This is the 1400 and this is such a game changer if you are into carpentry. I love this router so much. It's really changed how I function as a carpenter and overall how I build things. The fact that this will mount on Festool's track system is a huge plus. There is a system called LR32 which allows you to do all your adjustable holes for your cabinetry. This has endless possibilities. Okay, for starters, let's look at all the parts you get. Number one, dust collection. Festool is known for dust collection. This is one of the dust ports. It locks in place. The Festool hose clicks on here. It just slides right in to the tool, just like this, locks in, just like that. So once you have your router bit in, that's when you put this on. I find it's easier to put your router bit on, slide this on after, lock it in place, and you're good to go. So really great dust collection. They also have this for the bottom of the router, another way for dust collection. So you flip this over, just snap it in place. And now if you're routering, this will help keep the chips flowing as well as being sucked up through the top. So you get a little bit less of the chips flowing everywhere. So that's nice. Then to take this out, you just press the two green buttons, falls right out. So everything green in Festool does something. Always remember that. Next off, we got our Collets. We've got 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, and 8mm. So all three sizes are great to have. Festool has some 8mm bits, which are really, really good. You can get the bits that actually do these bench dog holes on the Festool MFT3 table. So you can make your own table if you wanted to. And if you have the track and you pair that with these rods, they give you these rods and you can run it on the Festool track. Now to do that, you also need to purchase this right here. This is a guide. I've always thought that they should include this with the router. I don't know why they don't. It's such an important part of the router system. Once these rods are in, you lock it in place. I always offset the rods so it's easier to get into the router. And then they'll slide right in just like this. Then you can lock it off and you're good to go. Really important you lock this off. If you don't lock it off and you're routering on the actual track, this can start to move on you. So you got to lock this off. Obviously I'm whipping through this pretty quick. There's a lot to learn with Festool. I can't show you everything how this works, but this is just the basics of what you're getting in this kit and some of the possibilities. Another cool thing is the cord system. I love how you can take the cords off and just pack them away so they're not in your way when you're displaying your tools on your shelf. It's a nice way to not have cords hanging off the tool. These cords are really easy to use. You just line it up, press it in, and give it a twist, and it's locked in place, good to go. Another cool thing is your guide right here. So this is a bushing guide. So again, you flip the router over, slide that in, and you can get reducers on here as well. So you can have tracing bits if you want. You can trace around all of your templates or whatever you need to do. Now the router itself, this has some cool features on it. You've got the depth stop. So you just have to turn this knob, and now this is a plunging router. So let's say you wanted to route something the depth of this pencil or the thickness of this pencil. You would put it under this depth guide and then you would lock it in place. So now when you plunge down, you're only going to plunge down the thickness of that pencil. So that's a real quick and easy way to plunge down the depth of your material. Let's say I was wanting to plunge down 1/2 inch and I had 1/2 inch material. I would just slide that in there, drop that gauge, and now it's exactly 1/2 inch. Quick little easy ways to, get your depth set. Now this can rotate as well. So you can have some presets in here. And then you've also got a micro adjustment right here. So after you've set it, you can still micro adjust. So that's pretty cool. This handle locks in place. So once you've set your depth, you could also lock your handle. The router stays where you want it. Undo it, and it comes back up. You've got variable speed here. It's also a soft start motor. And one cool thing about this is the ratcheting system. So up here, you just have to hold this button down when you're putting a bit in, and it ratchets. So I'll throw a collet on, spin that on. When we want to tighten it, we just press this button and it ratchets. So that's how you tighten it. So you don't have to constantly take the wrench off. It's actually a ratcheting collet. So really cool design. Super easy to put bits in. So I absolutely love this router, guys. I can't talk about it enough. I'm probably gonna have to show some sort of how-to one day, but overall this kit is just really great. You'll be super happy if you have it. Hope this video helps, guys. Keep on crushing it, and we'll catch you later.